Hello and welcome to the Programming in C++ series. In this video we're going to go over some more exercises. We're going to start with Programming in C++, Programming Exercise 2-14. Before we start, let's go ahead and smash the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. Remember, you need to be logged in to do all that, and if you do not have a login, it takes less than 1 minute, and it's free to create a YouTube account. Alright, so let's dive into our code. First thing, the summary: if you buy a 40 gigabyte hard drive, then chances are that the actual storage on the hard drive is not 40 gigabytes. This is due to the fact that typically a manufacturer uses 1,000 bytes as the value of kilobytes, 1,000 kilobytes as the value of 1 megabyte, and 1,000 megabytes as the value of 1 gigabyte. Therefore, a 40 gig hard drive contains 400 billion bytes, or 40 billion bytes. However, in the computer memory as given in Table 1-1, Chapter 1, 1 kilobyte is equal to 1024 bytes, and so on. So the actual storage on a 40 gigabyte hard drive is approximately 37.25 gigabytes. You might like to read the fine print next time you buy a hard drive. So the instructions in this exercise: write a program prompts the user to enter the size of the hard drive in gigabytes as specified by the manufacturer. You can get the information from the hard drive box. Outputs the actual storage capacity of the hard drive in gigabyte based on the above information. So you'll get the real price instead of the rounded up price when we do this exercise. Let's go right in and get started. So we're going to do, since we have a constant as they explain, we'll put it up here and call it constant, or declare it as an integer, and initialize 1 GB equals 107.374.1824. Alright, so semicolon. Now let's go down and make room for our program text. So let's start it off. Let's call hard drive sizes integer. Hard drive size. Let's do a double here and call it hard drive storage capacity. Right. Let's cancel out. Enter hard drive size in gigabytes. Right, so let's go and hard drive size. And in line. Next, hard drive storage capacity. This is going to be a long one. That's a good hard drive storage capacity, double, equals hard drive size divided by, here we go, static underscore cast, just casting. This time it's a double, and call on 1 GB. Oops, that's out here, and times it by 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. I think that's what we got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now let's go to our last line. Actually, let's add one more 0 to make this 9. Let's go to our last line. Cancel out. Actually, next to last, I better say. Hard drive size. Equals and let's go hard drive size. And let's go with gigabytes, but GB. Print that out. And it's inline. We do got one more line, and this one will be actual hard drive size. Actually, hard drive storage capacity. Equals, and we'll do hard drive storage capacity. Gigabyte again. We'll do inline. All right, so we got easy to see. Just going over my code. All right, let's go a little bit. All right, so let's see what we got here on top. So we have constant equal 1 gigabyte equals 107, 374, 1824. And we go down to our integer or variables, hard drive size, hard drive storage capacity, enter hard drive size in gigabytes, hard drive size in line. Hard drive storage capacity equals hard drive size, static cast double, 1 gigabyte, and it's got 9 zeros, 1 and 9 zeros. Then cancel out, we got our hard drive size equals hard drive size gigabytes. Put gigabytes in that line. Cancel. Actual hard drive storage capacity equals hard drive storage capacity in gigabytes. And this is where we messed up. That, but we need this right here. So I caught that. So alright, let's go ahead and run this. See what we're gonna get. So we're gonna put in information. Enter hard drive in size, gigabytes. Let's go 500 gigabytes. And your actual gigabyte size is 465661. All right, so let's go ahead and calculate that. And while we calculate it, we'll give you another look at the code so that if you're unable to get that 100%, you can look at where you went wrong. So let's go up here first. Constant integer, 1 gigabyte. Make sure you got that above your main. Actually, do that, but we didn't. See, it'll still run, but it's just cosmetically. I like to see that so I don't get confused. So it's one of my habits. We'll all get our habits in programming. Okay, we're going to do that. As far as it's going to go over. So as you look at that, and then finally down here, back end of it. right, so we did get our 100% in our green check mark. So that's it for this assignment, or for this exercise. We'll go on to the next one, but right after this. So now programming in C++ program exercise 2-15. We're going to write a program to implement and test the algorithm that you designed for exercise 15 of chapter 1. The instructions to exercise 15 have been posted below for your convenience. Given the radius in inches and that price of pizza, design an algorithm to find the price of the pizza per square inch. You may assume that the value of pi is 3.141593. If your program declares a name constant pi to store this value, below is an example of the output of a completed program should look. Enter the radius of the pizza, 20. Enter the price of the pizza, $22. The price per square inch is 0.017507. Since your program handles currency, make sure to use a data type that can store decimals, which is double. Alright, so let's go down on over. So first thing we want to do, let's declare our constant up here. It's a double. We call it pi, P-I. And it's going to be equal to 3.141593 as per the instructions, and semicolon. Alright, come down here. Actually, let's do our cosmetic. So come down here. Got some place to work. And let's start with our doubles. Double radius. And do it the old way. Area. So these are all doubles. Price, you can line them up if you want. And price per square inch. Right, there's our variables. Now let's go to our cancel out. And let's say enter the radius of the pizza. Cancel in radius Alright, now let's go to another one. And this time we're going to enter the price of the pizza. And let's run price. And then inline. Alright. Finally, well, let's go area equals pi times radius times radius. Price per square inch equals price times area, or price divided by area. Got price per square inch. So I must have got that wrong up here. Price per square inch, left out the E. So if you don't declare it right, give it that area, and it's cleared up. Let's go down to our last line. Cancel out. Price per square inch is price per square inch. type it, and inline semicolon. All right, so let's see. Got a little extra in there. Hit the shift key. That's clear. Another twice. All right, now we got those faults cleared up. Let's look at our code. Okay, constant double pi equals 3.141593 semicolon. Then our variables are radius, area, price, and price per square inch. In our output, enter the radius of the pizza. Radius inline. Enter the price of the pizza. Price inline. Area equals pi times radius. Price per square inch equals price divided by area. The price per square inch is price per square inch. So I do check it. I don't check it every line like they. If you want to do that, you can, but I don't. I do check it at the end. So let's go ahead and run it. The radius of the pizza. See the instructions back there. So 20 and 22. 20, 22, and boom. All right, so let's go ahead to our calculate. And when it does that, I'll show you the code again, so in case you missed it, you see the whole thing right there. All right, so look at the code. I'll put it for you. That should be sufficient. All right, so we got our 100% task 1 and task 2. So thanks for watching that video. We'll go on to the next one. Programming in C++, programming exercise 2-16. All right, a milk carton can hold 3.78 liters of milk each morning. A dairy farm ships cartons of milk to a local grocery store. The cost of producing 1 liter of milk is 38 cents, and the profit of each carton of milk is 27 cents. Write a program that prompts a user to enter the total amount of milk produced in the morning. The program then outputs the number of milk cartons needed to hold the milk. Round your answer to the nearest integer. The cost of producing the milk. The profit for producing the milk. Correct output calculated and displayed. So let's go a little bit bigger. All right, so let's go straight to cosmetics and to remember work. And let's go, okay, let's get this right first. So let's go constant double. Go with carton underscore capacity equals 3.78. Let's go with another constant double cost underscore of underscore 1 underscore liter. And this equals 0.38. Constant double profit on underscore a carton equals 0.27. And all right, so let me do this because I put these in the wrong place. Side myself. Let's go Control X, and let's go down 1. Control V. Let's bring these over. Where's my marker at? There, tap that there, and we'll break one more line Then we'll start doing our doubles, or our variables, which are doubles, variable, milk quality. These are all doubles. We're going to line up again. Number of milk cartons, comma, total cost of milk, comma, and profit. Alright, so we got our variables declared. Now let's go output statement, cancel out. Let's enter in liters the total quality of milk, total quantity of milk produced. And see, so if that's wrong, let me look at that anyway. Oh, huh. So yep, I cleared that up. Then we do CN, no quantity, and console out, or inline quantity. Check my milk quantity. Get the quality. There we go. Milk quantity. Alright, as long as these match, I could have left it quality, but it might have output it. Alright, so let's go. Number of milk cartons equals static cast. This is times integer. Milk quantity. Quantity divided by carton. Let's go. Carton capacity. Found it. And then plus plus 0.5. And where is my? Okay, I left this out. That's why there we go. Then we do that. All right. Next, total cost of milk equals milk quantity. Times cost of 1 liter. Then profit equals number of milk cartons times profit on a carton. So how many cartons sold is going to determine your profit. Alright, let's go back to cancel out. Let's do number of milk cartons needed to hold milk. Number of cartons clear up. Everything is done. Next, let's go room. All right, this one's going to say the cost of producing milk. And it's going to be in dollars since it's a cost. Something for that. And then we'll keep that one going with total cost of milk. And then the line. And let's see. Last thing we'll do is our profit. Profit. All right, let's look at that and see. Okay, we got our constants: carton capacity 3.78, 0.38, 0.27. Quality, those are good because they didn't. So enter in liters total quantity of milk produced. Milk carton, static cast, integer. Those are right. Number of milk cartons needed to hold milk. Cost of producing milk and profit. Those are outside. All right, everything looks good. Let's go ahead and run this. So let's see what it should look like. Let's go ahead and run it. 250 liters. Number of milk cartons needed to hold milk 66. The cost of producing milk $95. Profit is $17.82. You need to make a whole lot of more milk. All right, let's go calculate this, and I'll show you the code again in case you didn't get it all. Give you an opportunity. Drop it down on the size. See the whole thing, and there you go. Alright, so wait for that calculates. And there it is, calculated. We got a green check mark, so that means we got 100%, and that is great. So let's go ahead and check this out, and we'll see you on the next one right after this. Alright, now we're on programming in C++. Programming exercise 2-17, and we'll be dealing with some more milk. So, let's see. A milk carton can hold 3.78 liters of milk. Each morning, a dairy farmer ships cartons of milk to a local grocery store. The cost of producing a liter of milk and the profit of each carton of milk vary from farm to farm. Write the program that prompts the user to enter the total amount of milk produced in the morning, the cost of producing the milk, the profit of each milk carton. The program then outputs the number of milk cartons needed to hold the milk. Round your answer to the nearest integer. The cost of producing milk, the profit for producing milk. And here, correct output calculated. Let's go to our code. Bigger. All right, let's kick it off. Let's get our cosmetics straight. Now let's go down here. We got to do our constant. It's going to be, this time, it's going to be a double and carton capacity. And it's equal 3.78. That's all we need for that one. So run the work. let's go to our main. Let's start by our variables, declaring our variables. They're all doubles, but we'll line them up because there's quite a few. It's going to be this one a little bit more. Milk quantity, pretty familiar. Double cost of 1 liter. Another double profit on a carton. And then we have an integer. Number of milk cartons. And the rest are doubles. Total cost of milk. And the last one's a double, and it is profit. Alright, let's check as always, see if we got 6 total, 5 doubles, and 1 integer. And it looks like it's all that we need for our variables. Alright, so let's go down, start our output. Let's go enter in liters the total quantity of milk produced. Cancel in, and that's going to be milk quantity. Again, in the line. Right. Next, we'll go to, copy and paste these and editing them. So next we'll have enter the cost of producing the milk. Enter cost of producing 1 liter of milk. And cost of 1 liter. In line. Then our next cancel out. Do the same thing. Enter the profit of each carton of milk. And this is going to be profit. Profit on a carton. And then in line. Alright, so let's see what I got. Jerky up here. So we just gotta do our math. That's a whole lot of red. Enter liters. Alright, so let's get our math done. Let's go with number of milk cartons. Number of milk cartons is going to equal, let's do our static underscore casts, that's integer, and let's see, milk quantity divided by carton capacity. Actually, we gotta use the capacity. These are constant and plus 0.5. And we have that and semicolon. Cartons. Number of milk cartons. So, did camel case my variable. I cleared up everything. I knew I'd find it. I'd find it. So, total cost of milk. Equals milk quantity times cost of 1 liter. Scares me. So cost of 1 liter. That's fine. So just camel casing is terrible on this one. Cost of 1 liter, and then final line for this profit. Number of milk cartons. Oh, come on. Milk cartons. I messed that one up too. Yep, I sure did. Camel casing. Profit on a carton. Cost of 1 liter. Milk quantity. Just checking the rest of them, but I guess I've got them all right now. Alright, so there we go. Cost of 1 liter. Lowercase f. Alright, so milk cartons times profit on a carton. As well. The number milk cartons need to hold the milk. Okay. And keep that going. Number of milk cartons. Cost of producing the milk. Because it is a cost. And total cost of milk. And line. So out. Got profit. Profit is in dollars. Profit. Line. Semicolon. We got a lot to get. Alright, it looks like it should be, but it's not. Let's see where we messed up. Go all the way to the top here. So we got our constant double carton capacity equals 3.78. That looks good. our variables: double milk quantity, double cost of 1 liter, double profit on a carton, integer number of milk cartons, and double total cost of milk, and then another double profit. That looks good. So we'll get on to our next cancel out. Make sure we got our, we do. So we got our enter in liters, the total quality of milk produced, milk quantity, in line, enter the costs of milk producing 1 liter of milk, and the cost of producing 1 liter of milk, cost of 1 liter, and line, cost, enter the profit of each carton of milk, cost of 1 liter, and line, enter the profit of each carton of milk, and then profit on a carton, and line, and the number of milk cartons equals static cast underscore cast int milk quantity divided by carton capacity plus 0.5. That's going to round it for us. Total cost of milk equals milk quantity and cost of 1 liter. Number of milk cartons. I thought I copied these, fixed these already. Number of milk cartons. Alright, so let's go. Okay, got that. Number of milk cartons, profit on a carton. Alright, the number of milk cartons needed to hold the milk, number of milk cartons, that looks good. Something is off by a far. Let's bring this up. Oh. Let's see this. Alright, and let's bring this up. Still got faults, so we'll take a closer look. Well, after looking over my code where my line started, I went ahead and ran it and got the message on line 7. So I forgot my semicolon here. So I placed that down, and that should clear all that up. And it looks good. So if you get something like that, go to where it started. I just forgot my semicolon. All right, so let's go ahead and run that. All right, enter in liters the total quantity of milk produced. Let's go. Let's make some money. Enter the cost of producing 1 liter of milk, 30.42 cents. Enter the profit of each carton. Alright, we made some bucks. We made it happy to be in the milk business. Alright, so that looked like it worked. Let's calculate it, and I'll show you the code again. I know you've seen it enough, but we'll do that while it calculates. Great. And here's the top. Don't forget your 3.78. If you need to see down the line 21, or between 7 and or between 5 and 21, go ahead and pause it. So I'm going to scroll. And if you need to see past line, or if you're still working on 21 to 40, go ahead and pause it. All right, you're good to go. That's all of it. All right, so let's look at our, got 100%, we got our check, so we're good to go. And we'll see you on the next one right after this. Programming in C++, programming exercise 2-18. And for those of you who like to do a lot of typing code, you'll love this one. All right, summary. You found an exciting summer job for 5 weeks. It pays, say, $5.50 per hour. Suppose that the total tax you pay on your summer job income is 14%. After paying the taxes, you spend 10% of your net income to buy new clothes and other accessories for the next school year and 1% to buy school supplies. After buying clothes and school supplies, you use 25% of the remaining money to buy savings bonds. For each dollar you spend to buy savings bonds, your parents spend 50 cents to buy additional savings bonds for you. Write a program that prompts the user to enter the pay rate per hour and the number of hours you worked each week. The program then outputs the number your income before and after taxes from your summer job, the amount of money you spend on clothes and other accessories, the amount of money you spend on school supplies, the amount of money you spend to buy savings bonds for yourself, the amount of money your parents spend to buy additional savings bonds for you. Correct output calculated and displayed. Alright, and here we have it. So let's go ahead and get started. First thing we're going to do, let's go and do our constants, variables. And let's make a little room. And let's do first one. It's a double. Actually, they're all going to be double because they're going to involve money. Tax equals 0.14, semicolon. Next one. Clothes and accessories. We can abbreviate that. Equals 0.10, which is 10%. Next one, we'll call it school supplies. And this one equals 1%, 0.01. Then we have savings bonds. And that's 0.25. And then we have parents' bonds. That's equal to 0.50. Let's get these. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think that's all we need, right? Alright, so let's go ahead and do our cosmetics. We got a whole lot of variables to claim, so we're going to do those in combination. So let's go double pay rate, comma, hours worked week 1. Do this the easy way, copy and paste, because we're going to do these, so 5 weeks. Two. Right, I'll let it do that. Okay, comma. Better. Comma. Total hours worked. Only thing when they're like this, like the mistakes I made on the last one, it'd be harder to find. Still to save us some space. Income. Net income. Oh. income. And cost of close NX. Okay, cool. Accessories, cost of school supplies. Cost of savings bonds. And savings bonds from parents. Semicolon. Right, so let's look at these. This one's a little bit too far out, but I'll leave it there. Hours worked week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, week 5. Total hours worked, total income, net income, cost of clothes, and cost of clothes and accessories. Found one. Cost of school supplies. Cost of savings bonds from parents. Right, so those are good to go. Go back to our, let's do our outputs, our count. So enter the per hour pay rate. Rate. All right. As promised, gonna be some copy and pasting on this one, and we'll take it slow. All right. Here. So next, we're going to go to enter the number of hours worked. Worked week 1. Okay, so this is going to be pretty cool and pretty easy once we get this one set up. Hours worked week 1. Inline. So now he's counted these 5 times. So 4 times it is. 2, 3, 4, week 5. So let's make those changes. So we got week 1. So now we're going to do week 2. 2 here, 2 there, 3 there, and 3 there, 4 there, and 4 there, 5 there, and 5 there. Alright, so we got those 5, now we got to do our math. Let's see, yep. Total hours worked equals hours worked week 1 plus yeah, you can't do it any other way because it might differ. 2, let's go like this. And plus hours work week 3 plus hours work week 4 plus hours work week 5. So let us semicolon that. Alright, now serious math. Let's go back over here. So let's go total income. Here, total income equals total hours worked plus pay rate. Yes, I'm using autofill. Net income equals total income and let's times that by let's go parentheses 1 minus tax, capital tax, and right, cost of clothes and accessories it's gonna equal to net income times clothes and accessories. Clothes and accessories. Yeah. Next, cost of school supplies. Equals net income times school supplies. School supplies. Alright, and cost of savings bonds equals net income minus costs of clothes and accessories minus cost of school supplies. And let's go down to this next line here, toggle over, keep our code times savings bonds. Do this one. And semicolon. Back to the tab. Next, we're going to do savings bonds from parents. Equals cost of savings bonds and times parents bonds. Colon. Next we have, let's see, here we're going to hand jam these. Let's go slide again. So out. Total income before tax and dollar sign. Let's go money and space total or net. So net income. Line. Let's go. This is total income. Total income. Then we have net income. Net income, we've got capital there. It's $1. Then we got the net income. Money spent on clothes and other accessories. Let's take it up. Accessories. It'll be a $sign. Let's go next line. And we'll do cost of clothes and accessories. Money spent on cool school supplies. Sign. And cost of school supplies. Money spent to buy savings bonds. Cost of savings bonds. Money spent by parents to buy additional savings bonds. Savings bonds for the parents. Alright, so let's bring you up. Alright, don't see any errors, but we gotta check out our outputs and inputs, make sure they're spelled correctly. Into the per hour rate, let's look at this first. So if you're still looking at your code, make sure you got these, make sure you got your semicolons in place. Then next is going to be your variables. Make sure you got them all declared. Do double one time, since they're all doubles. But it's pay rate. You wouldn't know if you don't have them all because your code would be showing errors. So next, enter the pay per hour pay rate. Enter the number of hours worked week 1, enter the number of hours worked week 2, enter the number of hours worked 3, 4, and 5. You should say 2, 3, 4, and 5. Match those number of worked hours. Then you add them all up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Total income equals total hours worked plus pay rate. Alright, so we're going to run this, and then we'll look at the code. If we need to correct anything, we'll come back to it. Don't see any obvious errors, so yeah, let's do it. So doesn't tell us what to put. Okay, here we go. Pays $5.50 per hour. You find a job 5 weeks. It pays $5.50 per hour as opposed to total tax you pay your job. 15. Enter your per hour rate, $15.50. Enter the number of hours worked per week 1. We'll make up something 35, 32, 34, 42, 35. So there's your numbers. Let's see if that worked for the grade. As we go, as we go, as we go. Let's go back to the code. So you can, if you didn't get it right, you have a chance to look at it again while it calculates. So let's do this again. Very top to line 21. If you got some still working on that, go ahead and hit the pause. And here's that. Week 4, hours worked week 4. That's what this is, hours worked week 4. And then comma. So pause that. And if you're still working with these lines, got a mistake. So let's go ahead and jump off the code and see what this mistake is. Okay, enter the per hours rate. Enter the number of hours worked week 1. 1380. Hours worked. So let's see if I got the right. Enter the number of hours worked week 1. So I'm going to misspell these, all of them. Enter the number of hours worked. Enter the number of hours worked week 1. To find the number close enough to 1380. 1380? So where will we find these numbers at? I didn't see those. So I guess it told us somewhere. No, it didn't tell us how long or where we worked. Let me look at this. I'll be right back. Alright, the good news, I did get it to 100% and got the green check, but I was unable to find out any difference, so I redid the whole thing without talking, which usually helps me out. Do it without errors, but I'll show you what I did come up with. Did a little different, and let me go ahead and make this bigger for you. Alright, so my integers, did them differently. But let's go ahead and show you this, and we'll move on to the next one. If you're looking at, I started at line 5, of course. Get my constants. Then if you're doing 5 to 21, checking. Go ahead and pause. So I'm about to move down. All right. Same thing when you get to 21. If you're doing 21 to 41, hours worked week 4. Go ahead and pause it if you need more time for that. So from 40 to line 58, if you're still working on those, that's okay. Go ahead and pause your video, and we'll scroll down to the very end. There you go. Give you a few minutes to look at that. All right, so that was a rough one. There was a lot of typing. I didn't find out what I missed, so I just retyped it, and then I did a few corrections, and then I found it out, and I didn't notice what I did wrong because there was no errors, and I just show you what I got to when I ran it the second time. It was my input and output. Enter the rate per hour pay rate. 1550, and I just did all 23s, and I got this, and it gave me a perfect. Alright, so let's go. That's all for this one. We'll start on the next one right after this. Programming in C++, programming exercise 2-19. We'll write a program that prompts the user to input the number of quarters, the number of dimes, the number of nickels. The program then outputs the total value of the coins expressed in a number of pennies. Hint, $5 equals 500 pennies. Correct output calculated and displayed. So, okay, so this one, let's get started on it. Get a little bigger. So here, let's do our cosmetic approach. Get that one there, and we can get some room to work. Now let's go to start. So our integers are going to be t. Let's go quarters, dimes, nickels, and pennies. All right. So let's cancel out. And we want to say enter the number of quarters. Colon. And just going to be quarters. T. And line. Quarters, right? Quarter. Got the S. That's correct. So there we go. Alright, so now we're definitely going to copy and paste these because they're very similar. We'll do them one at a time so you can see what I'm doing. So next, we're going to enter the number of dimes. Then this is going to be dimes. Then do it again. Enter the number of nickels. Sure, spelling is right. Quarters, dimes, nickels, pennies. Alright. Yeah, spelling will get you in programming every time. So you definitely need to be a good speller. Check your work. Then they don't need to do. Yeah, we'll do that. No, we'll do this different. We'll do that for pennies because we're going to define pennies. But pennies. But before we do that, let's add here pennies equals quarters times 25 plus dimes times 10 plus nickels times 5. Right, and then the change in pennies. Pennies. This need to be, let's go equals. And a little space there. Push this back. And we got pennies inline. And there's your semicolon. Let's pull this up. All right. Let's look at it again. A lot of copy and paste, a lot of moving parts, but we simplified it pretty quick. So let's go integers, quarters, dimes, nickels, pennies. Enter the number of quarters, quarters in line. Enter the number of dimes, dimes in line. Enter the number of nickels, nickels in line. Pennies equals quarters times 25. There's 25 pennies in a quarter, 25. 10 dimes in a nickel, or 10 pennies in a dime, 5 pennies in a nickel. Right? So the change in pennies equal to pennies in line. So everything looks good. So let's go ahead and run this and see if we're on where we need to be. So we need to enter our quarters 7. Enter numbers dimes 5. Enter numbers nickels 9. 270. Alright, let's see if there's anything to enter. So let's calculate that. Now let's go back to our code and hopefully look at it. Good. So here we go. Line 8 to line 22. If you're still looking at that or working on that, go ahead and pause it. So we move down, and that's all we got. All right. So if you still need time with the code, go ahead and pause it. But let's look at. We got 100% in our green check mark, so we're good to go for that exercise. So let's go ahead and move on to the next one. Programming in C++, programming exercise 2-20. For each used car a salesperson sells, the commission is paid as follows: $20 plus 30% of the selling price in excess of the cost of the car. Typically, the minimum selling price of the car is the cost of the car plus $200, and the maximum selling price is the cost of the car plus $2,000. Write a program that prompts the user to enter purchasing cost of the car, the minimum to be added to the purchasing cost, the maximum to be added to the purchasing cost, salesperson's fixed commission, percentage of the commission. The program should output the minimum and maximum selling price of the car, the salesperson commission range. Since your program handles currency, make sure to use a data type that can store the decimals. We're going to use double, of course. All right, let's go to our code. And before we get started, let's take a break and check this out. All right, let's go ahead and get started. Let's go ahead and do our cosmetics. You don't have to do that, but I do prefer to do that myself. So now, let's start with our integers. Let's go double. Purchasing price. Minimum amount to be added to purchase price. Max amount to be added to purchase price, comma, fixed commission, and commission as a percentage. Spelling on these: purchase and price, purchasing price. So purchasing price, purchasing price, purchasing price. Minimum amount to be. Yeah, I gotta double check these. not done to be added to purchase price. To purchase price. Then max amount to be added to purchase price. Fixed commission. Commission as a percentage. And let's go sales person minimum commission. And sales person max commission. I think that's all we need for variables. Salesperson minimum commission, salesperson max. All right. So let's go back to our line. So cancel out. Enter the purchasing price of the car. And we're not going to put a dollar amount on that yet. So it's going to be purchasing price. So yes, we will copy and paste these. So we'll do it one at a time. So next we're going to enter the minimum amount to be added to the purchasing price of the car. Go. So we see the whole thing. Got a lot of code. Okay. Enter the minimum amount to be added to the purchasing price of the car. This is going to be min amount to be added to the purchase price. Inline. So let's go ahead and change this, or select that, copy, and paste it. It's going to be maximum. So enter the maximum amount to be added to the purchase price of the car. Purchasing price of the car. So this is going to be max amount to be added to the purchase price of the car. And if it's doing that, that means I didn't declare it right, or be added to the price of the car. Max amount to add it. Okay, there you go, capital A. So, all right, so we got it. Still not right. To purchase price. Max amount. I spelled it all right. Alt. T. There we go. All right, so we got that done. Let's go to the next one. Let's go. It's going to be fixed commission. Enter salesperson's fixed commission. And fixed commission will be here. we got? Now let's enter the percentage of the commission. It's going to be commission percentage. Or commission as a percentage. Let's do some math. Sales person minimum income or minimum commission equals fixed commission plus commission as a percentage times minimum amount to be added to purchase. Let's go try without the brackets, divided by 100 for percentage. Boom. Alright, so let's copy and paste this and just fill it in. This will be very similar, I do believe. So salesperson's commission. Next, we're gonna go with let's go change this. Change minimum to max. That's the only thing we have to do. And that's it for that line. So let's go down. So now let's do some outputs. Let's go first one, cars minimum selling price. $sign and purchasing price plus minimum amount added, price, and the end line. Same thing, we're going to copy and paste this because we have minimal things to change. Control V, let's change this to maximum. Cars maximum seller price versus max amount. So change this to max. And everything else is the same. And the last thing we'll do, we'll type up the last one for confusion. Let's go. It's a long one too. Cancel out. So salesperson's commission range dollars. Let's go sales person's minimum commission range and let's go quotes. Let's go space $2 $2 and then let's go ahead and go to the next line so we can see the whole thing. Let's go sales person's maximum commission in line, and again, no errors showing. Alright, before I go so no errors showing, before I go showing the code, let's go ahead and run this thing and see what we get. Make sure we don't have any numbers to put in. Let's go. Run it and calculate it. So we're gonna purchase the price of the car, $35,700. Enter the minimum amount to be added to the purchasing price of the car, $200. Maximum amount is $2,000. Oops. $2,000. Enter the salesperson's fixed commission. We have it up there. $20 plus 30%. Okay, let's get $20 plus 30%. Okay, $20 and then 30. All right, so this guy's got 35,900, 37,700, and sales commission range 620 to that much. Don't know where would you find that. Okay, look at the code real quick. Actually, let's calculate it while we look at the code. Easier to find. We only got one task, so it's either 100 or 0. Sometimes they give you partial points. So what? I need to round anything off? No, didn't say round anything. Still waiting for that to calculate. Let's go. Yep. So let's see what we didn't do. Using use find these numbers 22, 245 in the program enter the purchase price of the car. So where did they get these numbers from? Let me look at my code and compare it to these statements. Again, I thought I got that right. Let me pause it so I don't waste time. Found some, hopefully you found these before I did. The OT should be TO. I'll put this up a little bit closer so you can see them. These two, I didn't notice them in the output. I should have read that closer. When you copy and paste, sometimes that you get that of the. So yeah, I thought I'd check these. It's easy to overlook some of these, so let's try to run it again. I'll be more careful to read the output. All right, enter the purchasing price of the car. 25,700. Enter the purchase price of the car. Enter the minimum amount to be added to the purchasing price of the car. 200. Enter the maximum amount to be added to the purchase price of the car, 2,000. Enter the salesperson's fixed commission, $20. That's 30 cents. Enter the salesperson's fixed commission. Enter the percentage of the commission, 30. And this is what the range is. So we got the crazy 6953, but let's calculate that. Let me look at see if I got all this calculating. Only math that we done. I didn't do any. So I did a sign wrong. Plus when I was supposed to have commission times. That's for my. Yeah, I did some of the math wrong. So equals plus divided by 100. Divided by 100. And just plus. Yeah, everything looks great. But let's see what we got. Still got a 0. And this time set is 2. Able to find enter the purchase price of the car. This right here. I'll look at that again. I went through this one again and typed it up without talking. I got different ranges. I put in different sales price. This time I didn't get the weird number. I got the $80 to $620. So it looks like it should calculate 100%, and I'll show you the code. I did, yep, we got 100%. I went ahead and did it in a line. Made it easier to follow instead of, still again, I couldn't find out what I did. I couldn't see where I made a mistake, but I did get it right after redoing the whole thing. Sometimes you gotta do that, but on long programs it's no fun. So I'm gonna show you the code that I got, starting with line 8. First down to line 26. It'll take a few seconds to look at that. And notice I got the variables in a line now instead of separating them, put them on, try to put them all in one. So it was easy for me to follow that way as I did them. Then let's go down. If you still need more time for this section, go ahead and pause it. Let's go down to end of the line. Alright, and I'll give you a few seconds to look at the end of it. The part that's cut off, actually we'll shorten those up for you. There we go, so you can see the whole thing. And I'll bring that back up for you. Alright. So for this video exercises, we'll stop them right there. Thank you for viewing the video. Please smash the like button, leave a comment, and if you see something that I missed or whatever, put it in the comments. I will appreciate it, and everyone else that checks out the video would definitely appreciate it more. And also make sure you're subscribed to the channel, and if you're unable to do that, take about less than a minute or so to go ahead and create your YouTube channel, so that you can communicate with other YouTubers and get more involved and leave comments and all that. And also you'll be notified whenever new material is posted. Alright, so thanks again for joining. Have a wonderful day, and we'll see you on the next one.